A hot topic in the Guild Wars 2 community right now is the exposing of top PvP players, mainly in the North American community, who have been selling monthly PvP tournament gizmos and top leaderboard spots for upwards of $400 to $900. As the average Guild Wars 2 player who plays Guild Wars 2 for fun, you love to see it, right? Top elitist knobheads being outed for account sharing and breaking Guild Wars 2 TOS. It's no wonder that it's exploded through the Guild Wars 2 Reddit. What's even more shocking, ArenaNet and most importantly, a particular developer on their team is being accused and witch hunted by many in the community as taking part in assisting one of the accused win trading and selling players, Helio, in his dirty operations. All of this is wrapped up in the idea of competitive integrity. Oh, what a story. After reading through many of the comments, I literally could not hold myself from joining this conversation because it is very clear that the average Guild Wars 2 player who's being sucked in by this whole thing, which is being masked as competitive integrity, they clearly do not know the truth or the motive behind this exposing video put out by a YouTube channel called Satan. Who is this person and what reason would they have to put so much effort into researching such things and falsely accuse an ArenaNet developer with no evidence at all? Keep watching. The higher end of NA's PvP scene is a cesspool of degeneracy, backstabbing, and cheating. This is known to many. You don't even need to be heavily invested into the PvP scene to know this. Team USA, which is a top PvP guild in NA, is filled with players who have previously been proven to be win trading, selling monthly ATs, and even playing with people who have used cheats. This is already known by many, and I've covered this briefly in my previous videos. I am the last person to defend such players, as I've personally dealt with the toxic side of these players many times. Most specifically, Nari having a meltdown because I won a ranked game against him in PvP.
Stay in your lane, dude. You're a YouTube retard, so go fucking play with all the other retard YouTubers. Stay the fuck away from me.
Banning me from his Twitch channel, kicking me from Team Dark USA, and then kicking me from a community PvP Discord because he simply had his own little beef with me. He then went on to support and spread personal rumors about me with others, which I'll touch on after. Long story short, of the players I've personally dealt with in Team USA, they have massive egos, and if you were to do anything they did not approve of, they'll instantly try to blacklist you from the PvP scene in NA. With that said, now you know I could give zero fucks about defending such degens, but in comparison to the person who made this video about them, they do not even come close to how horrible this person is. The majority of people who have watched this video through Reddit do not know who this YouTuber called Satan is. This is a player known to many in the PvP scene as Miaz. Miaz is literally dubbed by many as the most toxic player in the entire community. Hands down. I know that gets thrown around a lot, but trust me, the typical traits of a toxic player all relate to this guy. Have it be gamer words, win trading, harassment of people and their personal lives, you name it. But the biggest thing that will likely ring a bell to many of you regarding this player is that Miaz was the fly hacking rifle warrior who played in a monthly tournament and completely ruined many people's ranked PvP experience some seasons ago. This person literally streamed their rage hacking experience as a way to say fuck you to ArenaNet because of his many personal issues with them. Miaz has banned accounts stacked upon banned accounts, and from something I heard personally, he's pretty much a ban on site for ArenaNet. Now, are things starting to come together for you? A rage hacker who is literally the worst track record in the entire PvP community talking about competitive integrity. A person who has been banned more times than he can count, now turning around and demonizing an ArenaNet developer with no evidence whatsoever, which is an extremely heavy claim. We're talking about someone's job and living here. All this being put out by a person who has lived in the same cesspool of players who he is now accusing, even though he's done the exact same things, if not worse. What motive would there be behind such a thing, I wonder? Just like all the Discord messages he is showing of all the players ratting each other out, clearly Miaz has had his own little issue with Team USA members, and he decided to try and get back at them. Don't fall for this bullshit of competitive integrity from the biggest hacker in the game. Selling monthly gizmos for real life money is clearly a problem. ArenaNet definitely could be on top of this a little harder, especially because it is so well known and obvious that it's happening. As bullshit as it is, let's look at it for what it is. These players are still participating in the monthly automated tournament and winning because they're just the better players. Even through whatever bullshit poaching means they do it in, they're still winning mostly fairly. It is known that ArenaNet developers are completely different to game masters. I've recently had this conversation with a developer called Grouch. They do not have the power to ban people. However, they can assist by being a witness and passing information on to customer support and game masters. This is the same information that is passed on by ArenaNet Ben. Miaz thinks just because ANET Ben doesn't ban Helio on the spot, that he's all of a sudden being coerced by these monthly AT winners. Yeah dude, I'm sure $400 being split between 5 people a month is enough to bribe an ArenaNet developer to put his full-time job on the line. Absolute ridiculous claims, and the fact that people are fucking buying into this just blows my mind. Yes, I'm glad that these players are being exposed for the bullshit they're doing. However, if this video were made by literally anybody other than Miaz, I would not have a problem with it. My message to the Guild Wars 2 community is to not be fooled by such a horrible individual who's only really in it for his own benefit and who has nothing better to do with his life than attack people in a video game. So remember when I said Naru and Team USA members such as Mark were spreading false information about me and my private life? That was false information and fake screenshots created by Miaz himself. Although most people were not dumb enough to fall for this shit, there were actually some who believed the fake screenshots going around me where Miaz was accusing me of, quote, cheating on my fiance at a time when I was actually single, just because I was playing with a female player who I was literally just friends with and got along with very well. This is just one example. Miaz and those cancerous players do this shit all the time, and the girl who these rumors were being spread about obviously did not take well to it either. These things literally fuck with people. To wrap it up, Miaz is by far worse than the majority of the players he's exposed in this video. Helio makes a few $100s off of carrying people in PvP. It's really not that big of a deal. Miaz tries to fuck with people's lives because he has nothing better to do. Apparently that even extends to trying to get people fired from their job. So let's all be there to support ArenaNet Ben through these bullshit claims that have no evidence to back them up. With that said, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really just had to get that shit off my chest because I couldn't stand seeing people support somebody when they didn't know the things that this individual does to harass people in their community on a daily basis. Anyways, peace out and I'll see you all next time.